up, everybody? Welcome back to Understanding the Reason. My name is Jerome Majette. I am so excited that you guys are here. We have a lot to go through. We've been reading in my book, Understanding the Reason God Made Man, What Made Him Do It. Also, I made an offer to anyone who decides that they want to pick up our content in our book or any of our merchandise. If you send me a selfie, I will post that selfie at the end of one of our videos like we're going to do today. So please stick around, help us show some love to the next person in line to do that, right? So let's get in here, man. We've been talking about the Genesis account of creation, the process of creation, right? And we started off last video on day 4. So we're on day 4, and we've been talking about the three questions that everybody's, and I believe personally, every human being is asking in some way, shape, or form. Why am I here? What is my purpose? And what happens next? So now I understand that, what happens next is like the most important thing because we're here now, right? But I also understand that it's critical, it's vital to really comprehend that God is a spirit and he's the one responsible for creation. He's the one who put us here. No Big Bang, no evolutionary process, none of that kind of stuff. Life did not just spontaneously happen. That nothing does. I mean, if we want to keep it 100% real, nothing does. Everything has a beginning, everything has an ending. And that's absolutely what time is all about. So we talked about how God set time on our last video. He set it, and here's how we know, because we're going to read our foundational scripture. Also, I took the scripture and put it in the description, so you can just hyperlink right to the scripture itself and read it for yourself. Also, get a chance to study and get your notes and all that kind of good stuff. Okay, so let's read our foundational scripture. And God said, "Let there be lights in the expanse of the heavens to separate the day from the night, and let them be signs and tokens of God's provident care, and to mark seasons, days, and years, and let them be lights in the expanse of the sky to give light upon the earth." And it was so. And God made 2 great lights, the greater light to rule the day, and the lesser light to rule the night. He also made the stars, and God set them in the expanse of the heavens to give light upon the earth, to rule over the day and over the night, and to separate the light from the darkness. And God saw that it was good, and he approved it, and there was evening and there was morning, a 4th day. That's Genesis chapter 1, verses 14 through 18. So we talked about where we left off on our previous video. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. Fire. Awesome. We were talking about how God set time, right? So he set time based on the revolution of the earth around the sun. So there's 12 hours on both cycles, and they're broken down to, we already know we got 24 hours in the day, right? But the thing that we were looking at was the sun and how the sun plays a crucial role in life on earth, right? So we're going to continue our reading. Miraculously, the Bible's creation narrative provides insight into the sun's function and purpose. We are told in Genesis that it was positioned strategically to provide light to the earth. As we discussed, life on earth owes its existence to the sun's light. To affirm this fact, science has discovered that it provides UV light, essential to assist with the planet's oxygenation process, which aids in that photosynthetic process we were talking about before when we were on day 3. Okay, when we were on day 3, producing air for us to breathe. Also, without it, we would not be able to grow most of the food that we eat. Even the beach. Listen to this. I got I had to put some humor in there. So even the beach would not be the same without the sun. Forget being able to get a tan, ladies and gentlemen. That would be out of the question. The sun's rays activate the melanin in our skin to help with that. And we know sunlight provides very significant health benefits we all profit from. Okay. Now, although when outdoors we need to protect our skin with a high quality sunscreen, many of us are unaware that sunlight confers enormous health benefits. Through a complex process, our bodies turn sunlight into vitamin D. A groundbreaking discovery has even shown the connection between vitamin D deficiency and cancer. And this study was done by two doctors, Dr. Frank and Cedric Garland. I'm assuming that they were related to each other, from the University of California, San Diego. After finding that the incidence of colon cancer was nearly 3 times higher in New York than in New Mexico, the Garland brothers, right, hypothesized lack of sun exposure was the result in vitamin D deficiency, and it played a contributing factor. Research now indicates that being deficient in vitamin D increases the risk of many cancers, especially breast and colon. For example, a 4-year placebo-controlled study involving nearly 1,200 people, postmenopausal women, concluded that vitamin D supplementation provided a dramatic 60% drop in the risk of developing any form of cancer. Now, we're not, of course, we're not doctors, and we're not sitting here trying to promote any kind of medical research and nothing like that. This is just to point out the fact that there was no possible way for Moses, who wrote these words, to know what he was writing. And then science comes along and it confirms the value of what the sun provides, right? So just understanding that. Now, just getting into the scientific part of it, he didn't have any kind of Ivy League, institutions that he could learn from. He didn't have no biology books or scientific material that he can look at to actually say, oh, this is this or this is that, right? These things have been brought forward long after Moses was even alive. We're talking close to 4,000, if not 4,000 plus years ago, for him to write these words. So that leaves only one conclusion for me. I don't know about nobody else. I don't know about you guys, but it leaves only one conclusion for me, that the person who created these systems, the person who is involved in their manufacture, is the same person who told Moses to write this down, right? Dictate this information so that future generations could get it. Because the thing that they wrote, a lot of times when I look at scripture, a lot of times the things that I'm looking at, there absolutely is no way that these people could have had any inclination of the value in the things that they actually wrote, right? So we have to take that into consideration when we ask those questions. Why am I here? What is my purpose? What happens next? And as I thought about even those 3 questions, the first one is not even dealing with me personally. Like, why is Jerome here? It's not even dealing with me. Overall, why would the Creator, why would an eternal being create physical temporary matter? What would motivate him and make him do that? That's what gets me up. That's what made me spend the 18 years of research in the book. So listen, pick up my book, Understanding the Reason God Made Man, What Made Him Do It. Also, if you do, take us up on the offer of picking up our merchandise, getting the shirt. Please, in either case, send me a picture, a selfie of you with either the book or wearing a t-shirt over to my Facebook Messenger, and I will make sure to get you on the end of one of our videos. And please stick around, because, man, we're going to celebrate somebody who has done that. Please help us do that. Also, I'm putting the actual scriptures that we're talking about down in the comment section or description section, and for you to be able to have the link to it so you can go back and do your own research. Okay. Well, man, thank you so much again. It's been my pleasure. You guys have an amazing rest of your day and a great week. God bless you guys. Peace.